Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. With the spooky season coming up, I was thinking to rank every single monster in the game. Yes, that's right, SLENDYTUBBIES vs REDUX 3.0 rework came out, with introduced many reworks and 2 new monsters in addition. And I will be ranking these monsters based on how fun they are to use, how easy they are to play, and how scary they are. Remember guys, this is my opinion, so don't attack me in the comments. And now, without further ado, let's get into the video. The security announcer, in my opinion, is the worst monster in the game. Now hear me out. Yes, he is good for farming custards. Yes, he can be a great support unit. But he basically can't kill people, which kinda ruins the whole point of being a killer. He's also the slowest monster in the game, and you get so bored with him so quickly. His ability is fine, but it's hard to land from a distance, and it only does 25 damage. I really just see this monster as an excuse to be lazy and farm custards instead of working for them. And his design isn't scary in the slightest. It's very cool looking, but it doesn't really run a chill down my spine. So overall, this character is an F. Let's hop onto the next character. The newborn crawler. I have no idea what I was thinking, placing this mistake so high in my other tier list a year ago. This guy is straight buns. You take forever to kill people, his super jump is pretty much useless, and his height is only really used on maps like the Maze and Haunted Mansion. The only reason why he's not at the bottom is that his echolocation is very useful and his design is quite scary.
And the fact that security announcer doesn't attack because he is the most useless monster in the game.
So long story short, don't use newborn crawler. He's so easy to juke and takes so long to kill people it's funny. And he can't climb stairs without jumping. This is why he got D. D for dumpster. Let's move on. The downfall of this guy must be studied. He went from top 3 to bottom 3. And this is because he used to 1 tap, but now, he 2 shots while still having that long as hit cooldown. And in addition to this awful nerf, they made his ability last for a shorter amount of time. His hitbox is also smaller. There's no reason to use newborn now. He never had a sub ability. His only use now is to highlight people with his ability, but monsters with echolocation already have that just be standing still. Newborn is also so loud, you can't sneak with him. His sobbing paired with the screaming when the ability is used truly ruins this character. He's so useless, no wonder I don't see him in lobbies anymore. His D ranking is very deserved. Let's move on to the next monster. Good told Dorito Man. He's a little disappointing. I really like on how he looks. His tall skinny figure is quite scary, but he's straight cheeks when it comes to gameplay. His hitbox is outrageously small, and he deals such little damage. His ability is awful too. It only grants 0.5 extra damage. But on the bright side, he isn't loud at all, and when he kills someone, he gets a huge speed boost, which can be incredibly helpful to catch survivors. And when he activates his ability, he also gets a speed boost. But it's for a short period of time to the point you barely notice. Arrow Tubby takes a long time to get used to. You never see beginners using him. Overall his C ranking is well placed. Newborn Runner. He's much better than he was, but still could have some improvements. He mainly focuses around speed, he attacks quicker, and he gets a speed boost upon killing people. His ability makes him leap, and if he rams into anyone they fall over, and they deal 20 damage upon impact. But he has 2 main problems. His hitboxes are small, and he is insanely easy to juke. People can just run past you and turn sharp corners when you leap. The hitbox on the leap is also really small, and the design is questionable. Why would a newborn have a mask and a sword attached to his arm that he doesn't even use? I think that this spot is perfect for him. Let's move on. Lala, a bloody mess. She is decent. Her ability is quite powerful. It lets her get a large speed boost, but it blinds you more, and her design is horrifying. She is very creepy, but her lack of vision and damage ruins her for me, and her breathing is quite loud, so you can't really sneak up on anyone. When you activate her ability, she lets out this very loud scream, which survivors can hear very easily and run away. And again, she can't see as well as other monsters, so she won't be able to spot you easily. Let's move on to the next monster. Dollface. Very interesting choice. I don't get a big hype about him. He doesn't have a sub-ability, and he seems quite pointless to me. He doesn't seem very fun either. His ability makes him switch weapons. He has two weapons, the mallet, which deals more damage, but has a longer cooldown, and the knife, which deals less damage, but has a shorter cooldown. This is a good feature, but the cooldown for it is quite long in between switching weapons, so I find it quite pointless. He looks quite scary though. His dark eyes, sharp teeth, and wide smile really gives me the chills. Overall, he's okay, but definitely needs improvement. Overseer Poe. Despite her very intimidating appearance, she isn't that great. Her hitbox seems minuscule, and her ability is good, but it doesn't last for very long at all. And the worst part, unlike other monsters where the bar between ability uses goes up even if you don't kill anyone, Overseer Poe's only goes up when you kill someone. And her double jump can be very useful, but it slows you down way too much. She's also quite large and easy to spot. But I'll give her this, she's very scary, and the amount of damage she deals is fair. It's a shame to put her this low, but I can't put her any higher. Brute Dipsy. Very cool character. I really like how he plays. He's really fun to use, especially his Brute Rush attack. But he takes some skill to use now. His Brute Rush deals 25 damage per hit and you can't jump while in the ability. He also deals 75 damage, which I seriously don't get. This guy has a literal chainsaw. He is also insanely loud. You literally have gotten no way to sneak up on anyone. But he is very scary and gruesome looking. His idea is unique, and the chainsaw along with his stance and figure fits well in a horror game. His hitbox also seems fair. That's all I've gotten to rant about this gooner. Let's move on. By the way, this is halfway through the ranking. So if you can please like and subscribe, it's greatly appreciated. Let's move on. The one and only. Tinky's new teleportation rework is massive. It's really good. Instead of placing a teleporter, you can now teleport to a specific player, no matter who. And his attack cooldown is the shortest in the game, besides Crawler of course. His damage is decent too, but his main problem is how scary he is, and how loud he can be when you use your ability. For starters, he isn't scary in the slightest. Imagine seeing a T-posing Teletubby floating towards you. Not exactly the scariest of things. And his screaming kinda ruins the teleportation. He is super loud and every survivor can react in time. You also can't see for a very short duration because of all of the smoke clouds surrounding you while you teleport. But you can kinda counter that by standing still, since he has echolocation. Let's move on. Yeti Tubby. He was my second favorite monster a year ago. What could have changed? Well, they nerfed his main ability by a long shot. Its range is so much shorter, and they are slowed for like 2 seconds. There's literally no point for using it now. Yeti makes so much noise when you use it too. But other than that, everything else is the same. He does good damage if you keep his attacks consistent. He is quite scary, and he looks really cool and unique. But you never see Yetis anymore now since the nerf, which sucks because he was definitely the most underrated monster in the entire game. So therefore, he is much worse than before, but he isn't entirely horrible. Let's move on to the next monster. Tinky, the tubby that takes steroids. I gotta admit, he still isn't the greatest of all monsters. He's loud, big, easy to spot and attacks really slow. but he is really fun to play. It's so funny to just play balling with the survivors. And design is a little scary and very unique. His face is terrifying. You can catch up to the survivors easily with the -2 and even put them in a devastating combo. You have so much fun with Tinky, but you still need to get used to how he plays. Let's move on to the top 5 monsters. Cave Tubby, a face of horror. Cave Tubby, in my opinion, is the scariest monster in the whole game. He is big, scary, and intimidating. His ability is also really fun to use, but can be hard to land because of the cooldown. A lot of people are starting to use Cave Tubby because of his new rock throw ability, and I can see why. He's incredibly fun, scary, and in general a good character. The only problem I really see with him is his damage. But if he had any more damage, he'd be way too off. Let's move on to number 4. Shadow Tubby, very overpowered. He is very easy to play. For starters, he has the teleport ability. He one-shots in most scenarios. He's hard to spot, and his range seems huge. He's also really easy to create combos with, and his design is decently scary, though very plain. The only problems he has are that he is quite loud for a long period of time when he leaves his ability, and his cooldown between hits are outrageously long. But to be honest, it really pays off for how easy he is to use, very beginner friendly. But without further ado, let's move on to the top 3 best characters in SLENDYTUBBIES vs REDUX. Pincher Po, I'll be honest, she is very loud and her damage is kinda disappointing, but her appearance and her new ability really pay off. First off, her design is very scary. She has big blades coming out of her bag, scary face with glowing eyes, razor-sharp teeth, and a skinny body. She looks like she came out the gates of hell. And second, her ability, she is overpowered. She leaps at extreme speeds, and if she comes into contact with a survivor, she put them in an animation of her stabbing them repeatedly. It insta-kills them, and no matter what, you simply cannot escape. She's also very beginner-friendly, and although her clicking makes it so you can't sneak, she doesn't even need that because she has that ability. Not to mention, she has echolocation. Let's move on to number 2. Newborn Ranger, Robux well spent. This guy is absolutely broken. His ability makes him spit out as many rockets as you wish, in a span of about 10 seconds with little to no cooldown. His range can go as far as you want, and you can hit multiple people with just a single rocket. Literally, the only bad thing about this character is that he is loud, but you don't really need to worry about that. You can also fling yourself around with the rockets. This guy is broken and likely isn't getting a nerf anytime soon, so you can abuse him as much as you wish. Seriously, he is too OP. And he is incredibly fun to use. I played him for like 2 hours and I still wasn't bored. If you can buy this guy, you definitely should, but he isn't as good as number 1. Jaws Dipsy is still the best monster in SLENDYTUBBIES vs REDUX. He has echolocation, which tracks you at all times. His ability lets him go invisible and gain a speed boost. He deals 175 damage, which means even when you have a vest on you will still die instantly. He has enormous range, and he looks absolutely terrifying. He's also relatively quiet. I don't care what anyone thinks, Dipsy Jaws is the best character in the game, and it's not even close. He's way too overpowered. And with that, this concludes the end of the video. This is the end of the video. Please feel free to comment your own opinions about my tier list or make your own. This video took me a day to make due to school and homework, so I'd appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. I wish you a great day. Goodbye.